This is Duel Links. This is Beatrice, one of the best rank 6 monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! These are Hazy Flame, one of the most forgettable archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! This is how you run Beatrice in Hazy Flame. We run 3 different Hazy Flame monsters, Periton, Sphinx, and Cerberus. Periton summons any 2 Hazy monsters from the deck by sending a fire monster in your hand and itself to the graveyard. However, it cannot be summoned except by Sphinx, its own effect, or tribute summon. Sphinx will mill a card off the top of your deck, and if you guess the type of card correctly, she will summon a fire monster from your hand or graveyard. Sphinx is strongest when your deck runs many cards that are strong in the graveyard, but will also punish you for running any spell or trap cards. Cerb can be normal summoned without tributing for a stat decrease, and will search any hazy card from your deck when destroyed. There are other hazy monsters, but they are either forgettable or too restrictive to matter. The typical hazy play starts with summoning Periton, using its effect to summon Sphinx and another hazy monster, then using Sphinx to summon back Periton. From here, you can make a rank 6 Xyz, or use the skill Beatdown to create 3 untargetable beatsticks. This line of play requires at least 3 cards: Periton, tribute fodder for Periton, and a fire monster in your hand. Because Duel Links gives you 4 cards in your starting hand, it is difficult to find room for cards that are not involved in this combo. This compounds deck building restrictions imposed by Sphinx. Although certain skills in Duel Links will tell you the top card of your deck to mitigate this limitation, it is generally better to run as few spell or trap cards as possible, and use skills that better impact the game state. We run a handful of Burning Abyss monsters in this deck. They fill 2 roles. They act as tribute fodder for your hazy monsters, and as targets for Beatrice. If you want to use them for rank 3 Xyz summoning as well, remember that they are very vulnerable to effects that flip monsters face down. Farfa is your first target for Beatrice, as quick disruption is very valuable in Duel Links, but Seer and Skarm can be viable targets depending on the game state. We run 3 additional fire monsters: Fire King Avatar Arvada, the Blazing Mars, and True King Agnimazud. Arvada can negate monster effects as long as he can destroy a fire monster in your hand or field, and will special summon a beast adjacent monster when he dies. He works best with Cerb, who will search a card when destroyed, and can be revived when Arvada dies. Mars can special summon himself from the hand or graveyard by banishing 3 other monsters from your graveyard, but restricts your summons for the rest of the turn. Thanks to Dante, Beatrice, and your Hazy engine, you can easily summon him 3 or more times in one game. Agni can summon itself by destroying 2 other monsters in your hand or field, and if both were fire monsters, you can banish any monster from your opponent's field or graveyard. Non-targeting banish removal is one of the strongest forms of removal in the game, although Agni's effect is very cost-intensive. However, it can also be used as an engine starter, as Cerb can search your play starters if he is destroyed by Agni's effect. This removal effect is largely useless on turn 1, so do not hesitate to destroy non-fire monsters if it helps start your plays. Our tech cards are Tackle Crusader and Dragon Ice. If sent to the graveyard, Tackle Crusader will flip monsters face down, or send a continuous spell or trap back to the hand and prevent their activation for the rest of the turn. Tackle Crusader can keep monsters out of commission for a turn, or stop key engine cards from being used, such as Toy Vendor or Infernity Launcher. Dragon Ice is our other non-engine card. I will not elaborate on its use. Our extra deck has 2 copies of Beatrice, who enables or enhances much of our deck, and 2 copies of Dante, who gives us something to do if we draw too many BA monsters. We also run a copy of Insector Exabeetle and Digital Bug Rhinoceros, where the former acts as a bridge to summon the latter. Rhinoceros offers quick effects removal, which is useful in the mirror. Exabeetle can also be used to equip monsters from the graveyard, to send them back there when used as Xyz material, giving you a bonus effect when summoning Rhinoceros. Thanks to Arvada and Exabeetle, it is possible to make both Rhinoceros and Beatrice on your first turn. For our final extra deck spot, we run a copy of Hazy Flame Basiltress.
I do not like this painting, Charlie. Smug aura mocks me. It's evil, Charlie.
Here are some replays on Legend Ladder. And now our ranked climb has ended. The curse is lifted. We may once again live in peace. But the nightmares remain.